Hello and welcome back to Dreamwalker Tarot. My name is Dawn and this is the September reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mercury. So I've gone ahead and pulled the cards and I'm just going to go ahead and start the reading for you guys. So in the current situation, what's currently happening with Aquarius is the Four of Swords. And so the Four of Swords is an indication that you are taking a break. You're taking a period of rest and rejuvenation. And if you're not taking a break and resting and rejuvenating, then you probably should be resting, right? You're resting your mind, trying not to overstress or overthink about anything right now. And so that is what's in your current situation. What is crossing you is the King of Wands in the reverse. So this could be a person. This could be a person that is interrupting your resting period. Could possibly be a romantic interest, a romantic partner. It's a possibility that it could be someone that you knew in the past that is trying to come back in to kind of wake you up a little bit. It feels like Prince Charming energy, right? So this person is a fire sign. So they could be a Sagittarius, they could be a Leo, they could be an Aries individual. Now, with them being in the reverse, I do think that this is an indication that they will be coming back to you probably during this this retrograde period, maybe trying to rekindle a situation or with you. You might have been on a break from them, which is the reason why the Four of Swords is coming up. So you might have been taking a break in your relationship and now they're returning. The thing about it is that when this card is in the upright, this is like an in and out energy. Normally what happens with this type of energy is that they're not necessarily there for a long period of time. They're just coming back in and they're going to be gone as quickly as they came, right? In the past, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So usually when I see the Ace of Pentacles, for me, it's like you get like a gift of money. It could be a gift of money. It could have been a gift of money from this particular person. But it's also an indication of like something new starting that could have an impact on your like your finances, an opportunity at something, an opportunity for a new start, starting a business or starting to invest in something, and then eventually from the start you might have been kind of like overworking yourself and now you're taking a break, right? In your current in your current awareness is the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. And so if we're talking about this particular person, we're talking about the possibility that this person was kind of like juggling you with someone else. You might have discovered that there was like a third party situation kind of like occurring, and that's the reason why the initial investment that you were putting into the situation didn't necessarily work, because they weren't really completely invested. You know, they had like outside interest that they were kind of dealing with, right? And so as a result, you might have decided to take a break from the relationship, and now they're coming back for you. In the subconscious is the Seven of Wands, and that's like defensive energy, right? So I feel like even though this person is coming back, I feel like you're completely on the defense from them. You might not necessarily want to start anything with them because you're fully aware of you know, the nonsense that they're bringing and trying to bring to your door. And the final outcome is the Nine of Swords. So it feels like even though you started out in a space where you were sleeping, you were resting, you kind of end up in a space where you're not, right? You're stressed out. I mean, this is like the polar opposite. So them coming into your space or coming into your sphere has kind of really disrupted you on your mental, right? I think they really have an impact on you and they kind of stress you out, right? When they come back, when they return, when this king returns, they kind of catch you a little bit off guard because you're resting, right? In the present, they might catch you completely off guard, and you feel like you're not necessarily mentally prepared for their arrival because you kind of felt like you were taking a break. It's like this really, like I said, this really in and out energy where they kind of sweep in, and they're trying to see where you're at, and it completely catches you by surprise. And now you feel like you have to defend yourself against whatever drama or whatever dynamic that they kind of like bring in with them, right? The heart of this, I feel like you have to create boundaries with this person, because if you don't create the boundaries, you end up in a space where you're here, right? They kind of create a little bit, well, not a little bit, a lot of anxiety. You might start, I feel like this kind of like triggers you in a way where you start, having a little bit of like bad dreams. You might be having like nightmares. I feel like some of you might also be getting messages in your dreams. And these are messages that you should pay attention to. The messages might be filling you with apprehension, and making you kind of like, you feel a little bit paranoid. This person triggers a lot of stress, right? They trigger stress. Okay, I want to pull some clarifiers, right? Who is this King of Wands energy and what is he here for? King of Pentacles in reverse. Messages coming in about them. What other information do we have? Okay. So, yeah, Five of Swords. Knight of Swords. So yes, so you're definitely going to get some communication from this King of Wands person, right? This month, right? So we have incoming messages here with the Eight of Wands coming in. There is going to be a lot of defensive energy. It's like a fight that nobody can win, right? Like it's a back and forth that nobody can win. Kind of, with the Knight of Swords, we're talking about like, rushing in, like rushed in communication. King of Pentacles in the reverse. For some of you, there's some sort of financial tie to this person. You might have invested money into something with this person, or invested some type of energy, you might have done some work together. You might have collaborated with this person, in the workplace, and it didn't necessarily go well. And I feel like they might be kind of like stressing you out about it a little bit. I think a lot of the issues that you have financially, in dealing with this person is due to the fact that they might not necessarily be that good at handling their money. And so whatever this investment was that you made with them didn't necessarily turn out in a good way. And so now they're returning because they might feel like you owe them something. You owe them money. They might be stressing you out about money, like trying to get to recoup money from you. Let's see. What is the Nine of Swords here for? What is the Nine of Swords here for? Yeah. Yeah. I feel like you might have invested too much in the situation. You know, giving away money to them, or giving them money, or just giving them your time and your energy with the Lover's card here in reverse. It's like I said, this could have been a relationship, but it's also, I feel like the communication with them itself is stressful. The back and forth with them is stressful. And I think a lot of this has to do with, it might have been a business venture that went south, but it could also have been a romantic relationship that went south. And I feel like the communication between you and this person is really stressing you the hell out. But on a subconscious level, like, you have to develop boundaries with this person so that they understand like what you will and won't tolerate in this relationship moving forward, right? Or if you even want to have a relationship with this person moving forward, right? Let's go ahead and pull some advice cards for you. Please, Spirit, give us some advice for Aquarius in dealing with the situation and how to walk away from it and how to handle it, period. Okay. The first card that came out was letting go, which was appropriate. And the second card is past, present, and future. So let's see what letting go means. That's 43. Letting go of a person or a situation can be a challenge. At times, what's at stake is not just the relationship or the situation, it's the attachment we had for it, the hopes, the dreams, the expectations. Many relationships end long past their natural ending point. One or both people hung on, hoping things would change. They invested so much time because without that person or job or relationship, their future loomed up as one big blank screen. For many, this is too scary to bear. However, by letting go, we create a space for a person or situation that will resonate with us where we are now. Start looking at your expectations. Try not to have any. This will enable you to live in the moment and be mindful in the present. To be able to gracefully release from a situation is a lesson for all of us. So, I mean, ultimately, I feel like the lesson is to be kind of a little bit more discerning about who or what you invest your time or energy into, because those attachments sometimes can drag out for longer than they need to. And sometimes it's hard to kind of like get out of those energetic attachments, right? And the last card is past, present, and future. And it says, we all arrive on this earth with a plan. We all have lessons to learn. In the process of learning these lessons, most of us will encounter experiences that we will label as bad. This labeling and duality we carry with us wherever we go is what we call our so-called baggage. When we let these labels direct our reactions to life and experiences in the present, or even project them into the future, we are working with a lower energy vibration. When you are able to integrate your lessons without labels, then you are free to remain in the present experience and enjoy it for what it truly is. You can then move forward into the future without expectations or agendas and be much more open to what will be for your highest and best. Let go of labels and judgments surrounding this situation. So, I mean, you probably are going to feel like the situation is completely screwed up, right? And it might even have an effect on you in the future in terms of how you like want to deal or handle people moving forward. But it really, like, okay, so personally for me, I'm going to say this. Whenever I am in a relationship or a situation with someone that does not necessarily work out, I have always said to myself, I will not allow this situation to change or turn who I am as a person moving forward in the future, because honestly, I feel like it makes that person win. And I'm a little stubborn. I don't want anybody winning over me, right? So to me, I just feel like I look at it as to always maintain the best aspects of yourself, no matter what happens, no matter what situations come up, no matter how upset or angry or bitter or frustrated or anxious they make us. There are lessons that we are learning, and we're going to learn those lessons and integrate them into our lives moving forward without letting it take the best parts of ourselves away, right? Because we always want to maintain the best parts of ourselves, because the people that we meet in the future don't deserve the worst parts of us or the damaged parts of us, right? So we want to try to maintain those aspects of ourselves moving forward. So ultimately, like I said, it's about building boundaries and learning how to build boundaries moving forward, particularly with this person. I said it could be a fire sign, but it could also be an earth sign, because we did see the King of Pentacles. For some of you, that could be more than one person. For others of you, it could, they can have both aspects of their chart in there. But yes, so that is what we're looking out for this month. I hope that everything works out for you. Please let me know how this is working out in your life in the comments below. Like I want to hear what's going on. Share the video with someone who you think could benefit from it. And also like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell for post notifications. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.